Hello, everyone. My name's Evan Jacobs, and welcome to BoxingTime TV. Something that I thought might happen if I did 2 fights a week. I haven't run out of fights, but I tend to do the bigger, the mid-level. I do what I can. Either way, I'm sort of I don't really have a lot of fights to do. I don't really have any. If you guys can think of some, text me that are coming up that I haven't already done that you'd like to see, and I'll try my best to do them. Although by next week, this should work itself out. But I'm kind of doing the fantasy fights. But one thing when I did the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, when I did the first fight, people said, hey, you should do another one with Mike Tyson being 21. So I did the Mike Tyson who fought Michael Spinks. Because to me, there's a whole story that goes with this. But I feel that was the best, most efficient killing machine Mike Tyson last bout with Kevin Rooney in his corner when he really was the Mike Tyson that, we know. So anyway, Tyson's a 5-3 favorite. Tyson's 21, Paul's 27. Tyson is he's 5'11. Paul is 6'2. Tyson's 220. Paul's 199. 71 reach for Tyson, 76 for Paul. 34 fights, 0 losses. 9 fights, 1 loss for Jake Paul. To a Fury. I was going to say to a Tyson. This is for 8-minute rounds, eight rounds, 2-minute rounds, 10-point must scoring system, no mandatory 8 count, 3 knockdown rule waived. Let's get right to it. This is what people wanted to see. Paul wobbles Tyson! Comes out and wobbles Tyson like Tony Tucker did when Tyson unified the heavyweight title. Wow, did not expect that. Jake Paul standing his ground with the young Mike Tyson. The Mike Tyson that we all expected to come out and just tear through Jake Paul. He was rolling his shoulders. He was doing what we're used to him doing. And look at this, Jake Paul landing with the left. Now landing with the right, he's got to be smart. He doesn't want to get caught, but he stopped Tyson in his tracks. I don't even know that he realized how hurt Tyson was. Now he's going to Tyson's body. Wow, folks. Wow, you're probably going to hate this. You're probably going to hate it because the people wanted me to do this simulation to see Tyson take Jake Paul's head off. Wow. Wow, that's all I can say. Wow. And I'll say it again. Wow. Organizing my notes. Wow, folks. But just to tell you, if you care, Tyson Spinks was the bout that got me into boxing. Like that was the one. There was something about it. I don't know what it was, but I was just like, man, I'm really interested in this. I started collecting the magazines, and I remember thinking like, oh, he really stands a chance. Michael Spinks was the champion because I'd known Spinks. And I was also confused by a lot of things. So I thought Spinks beat Ali. I didn't realize that it was his brother. Either way, hey, that's what got me into this. That's what, made me such a fan after all these years. And Jake Paul, having a good first round, came out and took it to the Iron Mike Tyson. Wow, Jake Paul, 10-9s. So they come out now as Tyson gathered himself. Has he gotten the wisdom from Kevin Rooney to be able to, and Jake Paul's got to be smart. He doesn't want to get caught. Oh, like that. Wow, folks. Jake Paul can continue doing what he's doing and lull Tyson into traps and keep the jab out. This is what many people thought that Terrell Biggs was going to do against Tyson. Did not happen. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do my thing. I think we all know Boots Ennis is going to beat Avanesian. At least, he should. It would be a major upset if he did not. I'm telling you guys, Paul, his punch output is greater, and he's timing Tyson. And I just think he landed in a way that probably surprised Tyson and took Tyson out of his game. He's got to be careful, though, Paul. But Paul's giving as good as he gets. And these are only 2-minute rounds, folks. All right. Okay. So now Paul taking that round, guys. Paul is up 2 rounds. We have 6 more rounds to go in this fight. If Jake Paul can do it, it's 12 minutes to greatness. You guys are going to hate the simulator if Jake Paul pulls this off. This is not what I was expecting. I thought Tyson would come out and it was going to be just gutter time. But who knows, maybe Paul will slow down. But right now, guys, he's controlling the distance a la Buster Douglas. He's moving. He's looking good. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Guys, I think we're closing in on 400 subscribers. I'd really like to thank you guys. It means a lot to me. I enjoy doing this. And look at Paul, guys. I mean, we all know in real life this wouldn't happen. Mike Tyson would have stopped Jake Paul inside of 30 seconds when he was 21. Jake Paul would never have taken the fight. Nothing against Jake Paul. But I'm just saying, Jake Paul's smart. He's taking risks, but he wasn't going to fight 21-year-old Mike Tyson. Nobody. Heavyweights, champions didn't want to fight him. Even when they fought him, they didn't want to fight him. Wow, so that round was even. One of the judges giving it to Paul. So there's 5 rounds left. Jake Paul up by 7 points, folks. Oh, Tyson's kind of coming on. His punch output getting better. Seems to have recovered. And look at this. Jake Paul in the mix. Standing. Wow. Just, hey, man, I give Jake Paul credit. All right, Jake Paul winning that 2 rounds to St. Paul is a cut over his eye. One judge has it even. Oh, and Paul now taking Tyson to the ropes. Wow, it'd be insane. It would just be insane for this to happen. Oh, now he's punching Tyson into the ropes. Jake Paul, banner performance in the computer boxing game. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. But he's got to be careful. He doesn't want to walk into something. Okay. All right. Now they're saying Jake Paul. Wow. One judge giving it to Tyson. 10, 10, 8, 10, 10s. Jake Paul cut over his eyes. Tyson mounting a rally, folks. Is Iron Mike going to rebound from the first round? And is he going to put it together against Jake Paul, who he's down against? Wow. But I know you guys and gals out there, you're not going to settle for anything but a total beheading of Jake Paul. And look at this. Jake Paul once again controlling distance, jabbing, doing the things that he needs to do. Folks, wow. Wow, Jake Paul coming back, still cut over his eye. They're both tired. 10-9s. This is not what I was expecting. We got 2 rounds. Jake Paul up by 10 points. Tyson needs a knockout to win, folks. Who knew that we would be saying that going into this? Paul, outweighed by 21 pounds, has come in and put on a boxing clinic, kept the distance, pulled a Tony Tucker, wobbled him in the first round, did not drop him, and that was that sneaky left hand, and Tyson was seriously hurt. Had Paul realized it, I'm not saying he would have knocked him out, but whoa, history could be a lot different now. And, I apologize. I certainly could do some of the smaller fights. And by smaller, I don't mean smaller in stature. I just mean with like kind of the lesser known guys. The only reason I'm not, I don't know. There's a lot of fighters that I know. There's a lot of fighters that I don't know. And it's just, I just kind of do what I can. I only do 2 a week. And this was something I was like, if I could knock this out, because I wanted to do this with Tyson being 21. I didn't think this was how it was going to go. So, but I'm just saying, if this keeps up next week, we're going to be seeing, undercard fights. I feel more comfortable when I have a lot more knowledge, and I've never been in this problem. But then it's only recently, it's only been in the past couple of months that I started doing 2 at a time. Oh, Tyson wobbles Paul with a left hand. Is Iron Mike going to reclaim the iron in his legacy? Wobbles Jake Paul hard. You saw that. Jake Paul took a left hand, I believe it was, from Iron Mike Tyson. Wow. Not only does Paul wobble him, get cut, outbox him, he gets wobbled and stands up. Man, wow. Guys, Jake Paul cut over his eye. Tyson's tired. Judges are going to give Tyson that round. Tyson needs a knockout to win, folks, or at least a bunch of knockdowns. He's behind by 7 points. Can Mike Tyson do it? We're in the 8th round. Well, Paul comes out, stuffs him with the same left hand he stuffed him with to begin this fight, trying to show him I am not tired. Man, Tyson landing. He's been reduced to 1 punch at a time, but the 1 punch can usually get it done. I don't know. Is he going to do it against Jake Paul? He can at any moment end the fight. You never count Tyson out. You never count him out. Oh, Tyson, he's got to do more. Come on, Mike. You got less than a minute. Don't get me wrong. I love you, Jake Paul. You're not listening. You don't care. But I'm just saying. It's you root for him. He's our guy. We don't want to see him go out like this. But Jake Paul controlling the distance against Tyson, against the young Mike Tyson. Oh! I'm going to check something because I want to make sure I didn't mess this up. I didn't do the current Tyson again, did I? Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to go back and we're going to look at the stats, folks. We're going to go back. I'm going to bring up the video. I've never done this. I've never put a replay on BoxingTime TV, but we're going to do a replay of the opening because I want you all to know I'm keeping it real with everybody. Man, Jake Paul did it. He did it. Wow, guys. Wow. Here, let's see what the final things are. Winner Jake Paul by decision. The fight lasted 8 rounds. Tyson was not knocked down. Paul was not knocked down and has a cut over his eye. So the final score is 75. So 75-79 for Jake Paul. One judge had it even. One judge had it a lot closer, 76-78. But that still went to Jake Paul. So Jake Paul won a majority decision. Now watch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to